Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is elvara. I am from class 10 MIPA 5, absent 12. Here I will read a story that my partner has, which is a story about the legend of Surabaya City. The legend of Surabaya City. A long time ago, there were two beaches, Sura and Baya. Sura is the name of a shark, and Baya is a crocodile. They live in an ocean. After that, Sura and Baya were looking for some food. Suddenly, Baya saw a goat. "Yummy! Here I get lunch," sighed Baya. "Cannot. This is my lunch. You are greedy," said Sura. Then they fought for the goat after a horse. They were very tired of fighting. They lived in different places. Sura lived in water and Baya lived on land. The barnyard was the beach, so they would fight each other again. One day, Sura went to the ground and looked for some food in the river. He was very hungry because there wasn't much food in the sea anymore. Baya was very angry when he found out that Sura did not keep his promise. They fought again. They both hit each other. Sura beat Baya till Baya did the same to Sura. He beat so hard that Sura finally gave in and finally returned to the sea. Baya is feeling happy. Complication. Where there are two streams of lakes and there are two animals, Sura and Baya. They fight over the ownership of the lake until together they become the city of Surabaya. Background: on the river or the sea. Figure: Sura as shark and Baya as crocodile. Her character adapted from a famous legend about the origin of the city of Surabaya. Sura is a shark that rules the sea, while Baya is a crocodile that rules over land. Even though these two are very different, they are very close friends. The content of the story is: once upon a time, in the Java Sea there was a shark, the Sura, and a crocodile, the Baya. They were very arrogant and did want to lose. They fought each other for food until they got tired of the fight. At that time, they both made a promise that Baya prey on land and Sura prey at sea. But Sura broke it and Baya nailed. Finally, a fierce fight broke out. They were both seriously injured. Sura relented and Baya was satisfied. Not long after, they died from serious injuries during a fight. To remember them, the local people named them Surabaya. His mandate is: hostility will not be able to solve the exciting problems, so resolve the problem with a cool head. Sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Oktavia absent 11. I will read elvara narrative text entitled Tangkuban Perahu. The legend of Tangkuban Perahu Mountain. Once there was a kingdom in Priangan land. Lived a happy family. They were a father in form of dog. His name is Tumang. A mother which was called is Dayang Sumbi, and a child which was called Sangkuriang. One day, Dayang Sumbi asked her son to go hunting with his lovely dog Tumang. After hunting all day, Sangkuriang began dispirited and worried because he hunted nowhere. Then he thought to shoot his own dog. Then he thought the dog liver and carried home. Soon, the young zombie found out that it was not their liver but Tumang's, his own dog. So she was very angry and hit Sangkuriang. In that incident, Sangkuriang got too wounded and scared, then cast away from their home. Yes, goodbye. Sangkuriang had traveled many places and finally arrived at a village. He met a beautiful woman and fell in love with her. When they were discussing their wedding plans, the woman looked at the one in Sangkuriang held it message to her son wounded who had lived several years earlier. Soon she realized that she fell in love with her own son. She could marry him, but how to say? Then they found the way she needed a leg and a boat for celebrating their wedding day. Sangkuriang had to make them in own height and but a leg with a down just moment away and the boat was almost complete. Then zombie has to stop it. Then they lit up the extreme horizon with flashes of light. It made the cook crown for another day. Sangkuriang failed to marry her. She was very angry and kissed the boat. It fell over and became the mountain of Tangkuban Perahu, Bandung. Complication. One day, the zombie asked her son to go to hunting with his favorite dog, Tumang, after hunting all day. Sangkuriang began to despair and worry because he did not get a single deer. Then the thought of shooting his own dog. Then he took the dog hurt and brought it home. It didn't last long. Then zombie found out that it was not a deer liver but Tumang, his own dog. So the zombie became very angry and hit her son. Sangkuriang's health. In that incident, Sangkuriang was injured and his guard did not disappear. After the incident, Sangkuriang went far from his house. Background. Once upon a time in a kingdom in the land of Priangan. Figure Tumang as a father in the form of a dog, mother named Sumbi, and a child named Sangkuriang. The mandate of the Sangkuriang legend is so that they always respect and obey what our parents say and love our pets. The character from the Tangkuban Perahu story, the Tumang the protagonist, then Sumbi the protagonist, and Sangkuriang the antagonist. Short story. The origin of Mount Tangkuban Perahu is associated with the legend of Sangkuriang, who is said to have fallen in love with his mother, Dayang Sumbi. When his tap failed, Sangkuriang got angry and kissed the boat so that it landed upside down. This boat later formed Mount Tangkuban Perahu. Sekian dari saya, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.